Hello, and welcome to the Strategic Plan Summary for the Security Operations Mentor Program. My name is Matt Ahern, and this is my final project for LDRS 341 Strategic Planning and Forecasting. This is the completion of the fourth class within the Leadership Studies program at Humboldt State University. I'm currently a security manager for a Fortune 500 company in Silicon Valley. Life isn't easy. Life will constantly throw obstacles your way to see how you react and move forward. As with most consumer products, you sometimes wish that life came with an owner's manual to get you through the rough times. Wouldn't life be much easier if someone showed you the way when faced with a complicated problem? Mentorship is important because it allows the mentee to relate to applicable professional and personal situations to better assist their problem-solving capabilities. Mentors establish and learn new perspectives and ways of thinking, which will in turn give them the ability to further enhance their skills in teaching and listening. So how do we define mentorship? What does mentorship look like? So mentorship provides our employees with experience and knowledgeable contacts within the organization that aid in developing the necessary skills for success. So what is a mentor? A mentor could be a role model. It could be a teacher, a coach, or a guide. But the role of a mentor is to share expertise, advice, and encourage support with others. What is the mentee's role? The mentee, also known as a protege or a student, their role as a mentee is to seek advice, accept and act on feedback to drive his or her own professional growth. So, mission statements. Are mission statements needed for an organization? Yes, absolutely they are. Mission statements are a crucial part of a corporation's strategic planning. They should be brief and recognize the organization's key stakeholders. As such, a vision statement plays a huge role in business as it helps to describe the organization's purpose. It must motivate and encourage the members of the staff and answer what the organization wants to accomplish in the future. So the mission statement for the mentorship program is the mentor program is an invitation for security professionals within the department to discover and enhance their leadership potential by utilizing experienced role models, structured communication, and identifying career objectives. What is our vision statement? The vision statement for the mentorship program is the mentor program is recognized as having expert coaching and continuous training and encourages ongoing development and the sharing of knowledge and experiences. So what are some of the mentor's expectations as we dive into this? So the mentor's expectations are to keep regularly scheduled meetings with the mentee, document what is discussed during the mentor sessions, and we're going to create a leadership packet. And what that leadership packet is everything that we discuss during the course content is going to be documented on this leadership packet. And then on that leadership packet, we also have assignments that the student did. It's going to have some leadership quotes, some just overall fun stuff, something tangible that we could give the student back as basically their homework in a packet. We're going to constantly look at ways to improve the program. Do any changes need to be made to the current curriculum? And another expectation is keeping all documents confidential because it is sensitive in nature. Privacy is a must between that mentor and mentee relationship. And so what are the mentee's expectations? The mentee's expectations are to share their career plans with the mentor. They're going to seek guidance and direction willingly. They are going to ask for suggestions and recommendations early in the relationship. They're going to keep any and all commitments made with the mentor. So if there's a meeting set for a certain date, certain time, the goal is to have that mentee keep that commitment they had made previously with the mentor. And then consistently participate and stay engaged during the meeting sessions is going to be vital for their overall success. So as we approach the strategic plan, I like to go over what the SWOT analysis is. And the SWOT analysis to me is more so of a brainstorming tool. It's going to obviously list the strengths, the weaknesses, the opportunities, and threats to the organization. But what I did is I identified the strategic alternative. So what I did is I paired up the strengths with the opportunities. You can also do that with pairing up the weaknesses and the threats. So what we have within this mentorship program is the strength is going to be our reputation, and our reputation within the security department to start a program and basically handle business, get work done is our reputation. So we have this opportunity, and the opportunity is to identify the next key leaders within the organization. And between the reputation being the strength and identifying the key leaders within the organization being the opportunity, now we're going to make the strengths and the opportunity an actionable item, and now we introduce the mentorship program. We're going to identify what the strategic priorities are, and then we're going to need to balance those priorities, and then find out what the 1-year objectives are versus the long-term goals. The 1-year objectives could be anything from starting implementation of the program, getting the course content together, displaying the keynote presentation for all to see, getting mentees signed up, and then pairing them up with the mentors. Long-term goals would be well over a year, and maybe that long-term goal is to see what percentage of the individuals that go through the mentor program, if there's any value add to continue the program, and see how many of those individuals have actually been promoted and maybe are in a leadership position. So what are the objectives of the program? For the mentors, it's going to allow them to give back to the organization and to the mentee as well. It's going to encourage the mentor to share their experience and their knowledge. It's going to increase the mentor's skill in guiding and coaching. It's going to contribute to the development of current employees. And last but not least, it's going to build additional professional relationships. So the objectives or goals behind the mentees, what is their motivation? So their motivation is to increase the mentee's self-confidence. We're going to improve the mentee's interpersonal relationship skill. We're going to show the mentee the daily tasks and responsibilities of a leader. The mentees receive guidance and direction regarding their own career plans. And they are going to be introduced to developing a professional network that actually starts with them and building up their own team and their own network of individuals. So overall, who is teaching the program? A mentor is a trusted guide or coach. If the mentors are going to guide and coach, they must have been mentored themselves at one point in their career. The mentor is going to have a strong understanding of the course content of the program and a certain level of expertise in the subject matter. Then we fall back on, is this a paid program? So yes, both the mentor and the mentee are compensated for the program. The program doesn't need specific dates and times. Since it is a paid training, the sessions can take place whenever. At the convenience of both parties, actually. The mentees are grateful that they're getting a paid training on a subject matter that they can actually benefit from in their overall professional career, not just with my organization, but this program is supposed to be able for somebody to not only work within my organization, but also go to another organization and thrive there as well, because they will have had this training. So our key strategies that we have identified One is going to be the recruitment aspect. And recruitment impacts everything. It's a function that attracts the recruiting impacts everything. It's a function that attracts and provides opportunity for future leaders. It finds the best mentors in the organization, what the organization has to offer, and see if they're up for the challenge of becoming a mentor. Different interests, personalities, and experiences will match up with mentors with mentees. It's possible that you pair up a person that is trying to get into law enforcement with a mentor who's a former law enforcement officer. Pairing up the two makes the most sense, and the mentor can assist the mentee in previous job knowledge experience. And then the mentors must positively influence and provide useful guidance to the mentees. Another key strategy that we have is to train. So we're going to train methodically and purposefully. So with methodically being more so efficient and systematically, and purposefully being determined. We want to educate the mentees and provide clear guidelines and ensure they know what the expectations are. This needs to be established before the meeting for the first time. Giving the mentee a list of your expectations during the first meeting will prove to have added value later. We need to find out the who, what, when, where, why, how. These questions must be answered during the training. More so, who is training? What is the training material? When are the meetings being scheduled? Where are the meetings being held at? Last but not least, future misunderstandings will be reduced when all parties are involved are knowledgeable about the course content. The last key strategy that we have is a support system. So mentoring can sometimes be difficult and complex if you're not prepared ahead of time for the meetings. Mentors need continued support and encouragement to stay engaged about the impact that they have with the mentees. This lets the mentee know the mentor has a sincere desire to aid and assist the mentee in achieving the mentee's goals. We want to be able to give back and provide the mentees with tools for future success. And we are going to design guidelines for the mentees. This will help the mentee stay on track during the meeting sessions. So in conclusion, organizations that don't have a formal mentor program can still provide information and motivate employees to obtain guidance and direction from more experienced professionals. There are many forms of training and passing along knowledge to other members of the staff. Mentors should be open to sharing what worked and what didn't for them in the past in their own careers. Mentors are important because it encourages the mentees to continuously move forward with their personal goals and education. A mentor program can improve motivation and staff retention. We need our future leaders to stay with the organization in the hopes that they're used for other roles and responsibilities in the future. And thank you for taking the time to watch and listen to my video presentation. I appreciate it. Thank you.